The truth about age gap relationships? Let me tell you a story that'll make you question everything you think you know about love, money, and what society calls taboo. Picture this: Monaco, where the sun kisses the Mediterranean and money flows like champagne. That's where I first saw them. Harold, a 72-year-old hotel magnate, and Katerina, his 20-year-old wife. You might roll your eyes or whisper judgments, but let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Every morning, on their private terrace overlooking the yacht-filled harbor, Harold's weathered hands massage scented oils into Katerina's flawless back. His fingers, marked by decades of business deals and hard-won success, trace the curves of her perfect figure, a masterpiece that only his wealth could acquire. She's a vision of youth, all silken skin and graceful lines, while he's a testament to time's relentless march. But here's where it gets interesting. Society loves to judge these relationships, calling them shallow, calling them wrong. We paint the young women as gold diggers and the older men as desperate. But are we just jealous? Are we hiding behind moral outrage because we can't admit the harsh truth? Let's be brutally honest. Money changes everything. While the average hard-working man comes home to a wife who's aged alongside him, weathered by the same financial struggles and daily grind, men like Harold get to live out a different reality. They've bought their way into a fantasy that most can only dream about. Think about it. In what other scenario would a woman like Katerina, who could grace any fashion magazine cover, choose to share her life with someone 3 times her age? It's not about love in the traditional sense. It's a transaction, yes, but isn't everything in life in some way a transaction? The young wives get security, luxury, and a lifestyle beyond their wildest dreams. The wealthy men get to experience a second youth, touching beauty that their younger, poorer selves could never have accessed. It's a deal made with open eyes on both sides. And here's the twist that no one wants to acknowledge. Maybe these arrangements are more honest than what we call true love. There's no pretense, no fairy tale illusions. Both parties know exactly what they're giving and what they're getting. Harold doesn't pretend he'd have Katerina without his billions, and she doesn't pretend she'd be there without the lifestyle he provides. I've watched them at the casino, at exclusive clubs, at private beach parties. He displays her like his most precious acquisition, and she plays her role perfectly, the adoring young wife, making him feel virile and powerful. Other men look on with envy, their own wives forgotten in the presence of such youth and beauty. But before you judge too harshly, ask yourself, if you had Harold's money, what would you do? Would you choose the morally acceptable path of growing old with someone your age? Or would you, like so many before you, decide that life is too short to deny yourself the pleasures that wealth can buy? This is the reality of our world, not the one we pretend exists in romantic movies, but the real world where beauty has a price tag and youth can be purchased if you have enough zeros in your bank account. The hard workers, the honest men, the ones who play by the rules, they get what society says they deserve. But the ones with money? They get to rewrite the rules entirely. Is it fair? Perhaps not. Is it reality? Absolutely. Money doesn't just talk. It whispers sweet nothings in the ears of young beauties and turns impossible dreams into morning routines on Monaco terraces. That's the truth about age gap relationships in the world of wealth, a truth we might not like, but one we can't deny. So next time you see a couple like Harold and Katerina, spare them your judgment. They're just playing the game of life with the cards they've been dealt, or in Harold's case, the cards he's bought himself. Because in the end, money might not buy love, but it certainly buys something that looks an awful lot like it from a distance.